Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the
Price of gasoline at the pump went up one.
oh, oh, is that you? Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune and dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, no. Every morning feels so bright, with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. It's Monday, the 13th. And it's 6:06. Good morning, Miss Sheila.
Good morning, Jason. A high
we-
today close to 40. We've
Yeah.
got 31 right now.
Hopefully you finish melting this stuff off, although most of it's gone.
The roads look pretty clear. I mean, now I'm kind of right in town, and the back roads there have all dried up. Yeah.
I'm way back on some back roads.
So I'm
and they
sure
were
with
mostly fine.
maybe some tree-covered roads might be a little slick. I don't know.
No, I mean, my road was dry the whole way. But schools are out,
Yeah.
all of them.
All of them around us, too. I knew Putnam was, but
So, yeah, Putnam is. I think Clay is. Hang on, I got a list here somewhere. I started one. Hang on, everybody.
we're on the edge of our seats.
Clay, Cumberland, DeKalb, Jackson, over to Smith, Van Buren, and Warren County also closed along with Putnam County today.
All right. I just wanted to say our hearts go out to the family of Randy Hetty, mayor of Jackson County, who passed away over the weekend. He had a bout with colon cancer and only 61, so I just hate that. We think a lot of Randy Hetty.
What a good guy he is.
Most definitely, and it's just shocking when I heard that. I just hate that. And I know his wife and family are just, got so much grief going on right now. And he's got two daughters as well. So
Seeing the people that's worked with him in the past, and you know, been under his leadership in the past. Nothing but fantastic things coming from them. Of course, we knew that. He not only was he smart, he was fun.
Yeah.
And had a heart for Gainsboro and Jackson County.
Yeah, he did.
And you can't beat that in a city leader. I mean, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Well, I know his passion for the area. That's definitely going to be missed because you could tell that. I worked for Upper Cumberland Development District for a little bit, and he was just so passionate about Jackson County and like keeping it great the way it is, but growing a little bit too. He was right on that. Just knew how to do it, knew how to say it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, he will be missed, and way too early to tell you what Gainsboro's going to do about their mayorship or anything like that. But in fact, I don't even think they've released funeral plans yet.
No, not yet.
Okay,
not yet.
Well, I hate that's the first thing we got to get through on things you need to know, but.
Well, I wanted to bring that up.
Rafferty had it in his news too, and it was, of course, you told me about it yesterday, and it was just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I knew Rafferty had it, but you know, we want to say our hearts are out to the whole county and his family and friends as well.
In 61,
that's younger than it used to be, isn't it?
Sure is. The Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation's Heart Fund will benefit from proceeds raised at the Woman's Heart event, which is always fun. It's scheduled for Thursday, February the 6th. It's going to be at 5 p.m., goes to 8 p.m. at the Leslie Town Center. If you want tickets to go, you can go to the Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation's website and buy tickets.
Well, the Phil Thai, which is here in Cookeville, you know, they have a food truck, and it's gone to Sparta, and they had such success in Sparta. They're opening a restaurant there in Sparta, too.
Oh, good.
They're still going to have the one in Cookeville, but they say it's coming this, I was going to say this spring. I don't think they said that the authentic Filipino and Thai food right in the heart of town.
Okay.
So they said more details to come. Said you can visit them at 13 North Main Street, and let's build a strong community together. So they're really excited about that.
Fantastic. Good. I've had that a couple of times, and it's delicious.
Well, Irene and the staff there, she's the owner, do such a good job, and I love their food. So congratulations to Sparta for getting a Phil Thai there.
There's going to be a new worship facility coming to Baxter. It's the Oasis River Church, and they plan on being open sometime this spring. So look for that to pop up in Baxter. Lead pastor is Randy Roper. Said there's room for another church to engage in ministry work and spread the good news. There's always room for that.
Well, this is something that I saw yesterday that affects us here in Tennessee area. Walmart says that customers should know about a chicken broth recall.
Okay.
It's mostly in the southern states, and they said the Great Value family-sized chicken broth. It's been sold in Tennessee, and they said there's some spoilage that's going in that batch that they could. It said it says it has a shelf life until March 2026, and you should take that back to the store if you have that.
Okay.
Because it could be, you know,
tainted.
Could have some spoilage in there, nastiness you don't want.
It's tainted.
It's tainted.
There you go. Putnam County Schools is going to appoint a committee to name the new pre-K center that's going where Parkview was.
Mm-hmm.
Are they calling the other elementary school they built Parkview? You know, the new one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if not, they should just call this new thing Parkview or Parkview Light.
Parkview Light. That's funny.
I mean, what could they call that? That's a tough one for me. A new name for that, because it's always going to be Parkview.
Yeah, Parkview Light.
I mean, could it be Skate Parkview? Because now it looks over the skate park. and you can view it from there. Thus, skate park view.
What is Parkview? Are they the Cougars
I think,
or Pandas?
I believe that they might be the Pandas.
Maybe it could be like Panda City or something.
Is there a koala already? Because koalas and pandas, I think they, for some reason, go together. I don't know
Just
why.
because they're the two cute ones.
I guess. I don't know.
I
But,
know Panda's Japan
yeah.
or China. It's
Asian. They're
It's
Asian.
Asian.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Koala's Australian.
Right. It doesn't
They don't
matter.
really go together.
Don't matter. We're not naming them after things that are here.
We're naming them because they're cute.
Right.
So
Right.
let's just name it koala.
Once they broke into pandas, we could do whatever we wanted.
But pandas are cute.
That's how that works. Once you go panda, you're wide open.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. You got any more things you need to know?
Yeah, I think I do, Sheila. Hang on a second. This is just for fun. Everybody go to Google Maps. Sheila, you do this right now. Go to your Google Maps.
Go to my
Be sure it's Google Maps.
Go to my Google Maps.
All right.
I got Google
All right.
Maps.
1132 Murphy Ridge Road. Murphy Ridge Road.
Yeah.
And that's Strunk, Kentucky. Strunk.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, go to Street View and then go up where you can see the driver's side of the blue Altima that's in the driveway there.
Yep.
Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Sheila?
Well, what is that thing that's out from it?
I said go to the driver's side, Sheila.
The driver's side. I can't see the
Yeah,
driver's.
you got to go over there, Sheila.
All right. Go to driver's side.
You don't know how to move on Street View?
Yeah. Well, it's blurred out.
Let me see it. Well, you got to go a little bit further.
Well, I did go
You
for
suck at this game. It's a naked man.
Well, they blurred it, though.
That they got it on. Well, I guess enough people have seen it
I've
now.
said something.
Yeah.
I see. I don't suck at that. See, it's just blurry.
Oh, well, maybe it's in your settings 'cause I saw it plain as day yesterday.
I don't think it's in.
He's got a sock in a strategic spot.
Did he know the Google camera was coming?
No, he didn't know. You don't know that car's coming by. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to the Steel Coop. They were giving out free sandwiches and chips to everybody who was clearing roads and first responders and all that stuff Friday when the snow was coming through. So I thought that was cool. Congratulations.
I'm still trying to get this blurriness off my Google. I mean, you said it was a naked man.
My goodness, Sheila.
Oh, wait, it's time for or what is it? You got me all flustered. Our question. 2 cents. Your 2 cents.
You must have some sort of setting on yours.
No, I think that enough people said something. They probably blurred it now.
Let me look.
Your 2 cents. What is a smell most people don't like, but you do?
Oh, they've labeled it now, so they for sure.
That's why I said, oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Okay. All right. They found us out.
Yeah. So did you see what pen they used when they put it right there?
Let me see. Yeah.
Y'all have to just check it out
That is
yourself.
too funny.
So
yeah,
see, I wasn't lying.
They got him blurred out
So
now.
I don't suck at it. I was just trying to make it
No,
out.
They got it blurred out now.
What is a smell most people don't like, but you do? We'll check that out next. It's brought to you. Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond. You
Yeah.
got me all upset with the naked man, even when he's blurred.
Well, I mean, it was funny yesterday when you could see it. I don't know why they blurred that
Well,
out.
they sent it yesterday. He wanted to.
Why
catch
would they
me
blur
off
that
guard.
out?
Because it's a naked man.
Well, you'd have to know a specific address to see it. It's not like you can't Google naked man and see 100 images of naked man.
I'm not going to do that. That's going to
You
set me up.
shouldn't. It's 6:18 now. It's Jason and Sheila. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
Attention men, here's a great way to have more fun in bed and save money. If you want to take something like Viagra, they can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Yes, $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men to improve their performance and confidence. You'll love them. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get 50 or more for around $100. You'll save hundreds of dollars off retail prices. That's enough to buy your date a nice dinner. Don't pay expensive prices for Viagra. Call now, order 50 or more of our blue pills, and pay as little as $2 a pill and save hundreds of dollars. Call anytime for confidential shipping.
Call 800-830-0715. That's 800-830-0715. Again, 800-830-0715.
Beginning February 14th through March 23rd, Cumberland County Playhouse presents The Wizard of Oz. Join Dorothy and Toto as they are swept over the rainbow to the magical land of Oz. They meet the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion, and they journey together to find the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Don't miss The Wizard of Oz, rated G, and co-sponsored by Plateau Pediatrics, First Bank, Comfort Suites Quality Inn, and the family of Owen Golden. The Playhouse education sponsor is Swallows Insurance. Call 931-484-5000 or visit ccplayhouse.com.
So much to celebrate, but the fight has just begun. The fight to fix our nation, the fight for life. They go hand in hand, especially when we see how abortion took center stage in this historic election. That's why we can't stop talking about the Ministry of Preborn. Preborn has rescued over 300,000 babies. How? By loving mothers with an unplanned pregnancy and introducing them to their baby on an ultrasound. Once she sees her baby and hears the heartbeat, her baby's chance at life doubles. Preborn and their network of clinics are on standby for babies and mothers. Meet Deanna.
I'm at the doctor and they do a bedside sonogram. As I'm looking at the sonogram, the baby waves. And I looked and that man said, I said, did that thing just wave at me? 12 years ago, I prayed for this little boy.
Your tax-deductible donation of $28 sponsors one ultrasound. How many babies can you save? Dial pound 250, say the keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Beck. Preborn.com/Beck. Sponsored by Preborn.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning,
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. 6:21 now.
High today, getting up to around 40. We've got a cold 31 right now. And it's time for your 2 cents, brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. And they have everything you need. They've got jewelry, they've got guitars, they've got guns and ammo.
Mm-hmm.
And a few other things, too. So stop by and see them.
Whatever you need. They got, if you need to survive a zombie apocalypse,
They've got everything you need.
everything you need.
They really do.
Right.
What is a smell most people don't like, but you seem to find nice?
Diesel fumes.
I get you, especially when I've gone to some races.
No, for me, it's, filling up the tractors and running them and drive. There's always that diesel fuel around. It reminds me of my pa.
I got you.
And it's something else that's weird that I like. I like the smell of cow manure.
You're like, I admit it. It took you a moment on that one. That one was harder for you to admit.
Not like I'm not talking about like the big factory farms where they just got piles of it. I'm talking about out in the natural field.
Your pasture reminds you when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I get it.
So there's something about, so if there's 2 odd smells that I can say that are for sure odd, that I'm sure there's some other people who enjoy that smell because it'll make them think of their grandparents too. But diesel fuel and cow manure, there's just something about it.
Well, see that we had cows too and cattle. So when you smell like just a farm, grass and cow manure seems to be the smells, and it takes you right back to being a kid. I've also thought there's been times when gas kind of get a whiff of gas and it smells good a little.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
Is what I mean. Not people gas.
Not people gas.
I don't like that.
No, that never smells good, does it?
Doesn't. What is the smell most people don't like, but you do? Racing fuel is what Christian says.
Oh yeah, I bet so. That's the same as diesel. I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, not the same smell, but the same reason. I bet he grew up with it.
And
who was it?
What's that?
Who said that?
Christian.
Christian. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a guy.
Okay.
And Virgil said gun oil. Nothing like cleaning my firearm and smelling that cleaner and oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grease smells good too.
Yes.
Yeah. It's got a sweet little smell
I'll tell you
to it.
something. My dad was a contractor, and he'd build houses and stuff, and all the wood smell when they're cutting the wood and stuff. I always loved that smell.
Hey, have you noticed they've quit making magic markers that smell?
No?
Yeah.
They don't smell anymore?
No.
Well, then what good are they?
Right. So how do they even work?
Right.
Anyway, I just noticed that.
I did not know that.
Threw that out there. Anyway, go ahead.
Is that some
Sheila.
kind of safety issue?
Probably.
Kids, y'all ruin everything.
Everything's about safety now.
Keith said burnt rubber. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Especially some of the racetracks and stuff. You burn rubber and diesel fuel, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Puppy breath. Most people like that, though. It smells sweet. Puppy breath. Little puppies.
Still don't want it.
Oh, so you don't want it.
Yeah.
All right. Icy hot.
Yeah, there's something
Vicks
about
maple rub is
Yeah.
that way from me.
Something about that I mean it does burn it first. But that's how you know it's working.
Yeah. It does burn it first.
If it don't burn, it ain't working.
Thomas says horse sweat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he grew up on a farm. He loved horses, so
Yeah.
that brings him back to when he
I
was
can see that for sure.
paint. Some paint does smell good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Not good like roses, but good like
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I mean, all these are weird because that's what we're looking for is weird smells, right?
Lynn said cow manure.
See, Lynn.
So you're not the only one.
I'm glad.
You're glad because you thought you were going to be the only one that admitted it.
No, I didn't think I'd be the only one to admit it. I figured there's a bunch of weirdos out there. I'm just one of you.
Victoria said fresh cut grass, which
But everybody likes that, Victoria.
do they?
I
Not
mean-
everybody, do they?
I would say I've never met anybody that doesn't like fresh cut grass.
I'm with this one, and this is weird. I didn't really remember it until they said it. Alka-Seltzer. It's the fizz and the smell. I know it's
I don't even
weird.
know what it smells like.
It's got kind of a little crisp, clear soda smell.
Okay.
I'm talking about like baking soda.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Huh.
The fizz and the smell.
I've never.
Thank you, John.
I don't think I've ever smelt it.
Sassafras.
Therefore, I've never dealt it.
Sassafras. Doesn't most people like the way that
I
smells?
think so. I think
That's Johnny.
I like it.
And then asphalt. Oh, I don't like that. It almost takes my breath away.
Well, sometimes it smells good.
When they're first doing it and it's real hot. whew.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with that. I do think it's got a yeah, I
You
like
it?
Yeah.
You had to think, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember
That
what
was
it's,
Tex. He's got some good
I like
answers.
that text. That's a good one.
I was trying to think of this. This is what I meant to. Sawdust.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because my dad was a contractor.
Sawdust is
That's what I'm saying.
great
Smell of
smelling.
the wood cutting and then the
It's funny that
sawdust.
all these smell good, yet no one's making a candle that smells like it. Like you're not going to go to Cracker Barrel and find a diesel candle
No.
or a cow poop candle.
I think you need to make the cow poop candles.
All right.
Well, all right.
That's what I got to do for this
All
world.
right.
That's what I got to do.
You think a lot of people would buy it? Even as a joke, they'd buy it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, I figure most people would buy it as a joke. Then they'd get home and light it and go, you know what? This smells great.
You know what? This is a great candle.
This is a high
Reminds me of home.
This is a high quality. You know, I bet, what's his name with Mountaintop Candles? Sean? Is that?
Sean, yeah.
I bet Sean could come up with one.
I bet so.
Sean, if
I
you're
don't know if he'd want to come up
Sean,
with
if you're listening, see if you can't come up with it. That's
the
a
cow
good,
poop candle.
Well, he always says he likes a challenge.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to throw the challenge out there.
So Sean and Lindsay get to work on your cow poop candle for Mountaintop Candles.
I mean, I don't need it today,
He'll be working on it.
but maybe next time we see you,
Yeah.
something like that. All right.
And bring Jason his cow poop candle.
Yeah, you might, dude. It might be the thing that changes.
He does have a fresh cut grass one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to add some gastric juices in from 2 stomachs.
What? Because of a cow? He has 2 stomachs?
Yeah.
I said she has 2 stomachs.
I don't know if
I guess a bull has 2 stomachs too.
Yeah. He's going to have some work to do, but I mean, he might sell a few. I'd make them in little jars.
Because a big jar is just too much
That'd
for
be
cow
too,
poop.
that'd be too much. Spoiler alerts coming up, and here's as professional of a tease as I've got for this.
Okay.
There are 2 big celebrities who've gone through divorces that are dating.
Okay.
And, or at least that's what the tabloids are saying. And it came out of left field to me.
Is it somebody I like?
Both. Never would have thought in a million years that these 2 would have gotten together. But here we are in 2025. Trump's president. People are getting together that shouldn't. It's crazy.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you who those 2 big celebrities are when we come back for spoiler alert.
You're my Ryan Seacrest, aren't you?
Man,
You tease.
how professional was that? It's Jason and Sheila. More coming up here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Cumberland County Grand Jury has indicted a 26-year-old man on a charge of arson. Brandon Chance Jones, accused of setting fire to the Bootleggers Bar and Grill in Crossville in March of last year. DeKalb County and state authorities are investigating after a body was discovered off of Manhill Road in Dowelltown Saturday. WJLE Smithville reporting the body has been sent to Nashville for identification. No other details released from Sheriff Patrick Ray in DeKalb County. Monterey aldermen have voted to begin taking applications for a building inspector, the move coming as the town has struggled to secure a person to fill that position for the past 2 years. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. In the NFL yesterday, the Philadelphia Eagles topped the Green Bay Packers 22-10 to move on to the divisional round. The Bills raced past the Broncos 31-7. For the first time since 2006, the Washington Commanders won a playoff game, beating Tampa Bay 23-20 on a walk-off field goal. Just one wild card game remains, with the Vikings playing the Rams tonight. The Pittsburgh women's basketball team tied an NCAA record yesterday after they came back to win after being down by 32 points to SMU. Pitt trailed 46-14 late in the first half and trailed by 31 at halftime. They ultimately won 72-59, holding SMU to just 13 second-half points. In men's college basketball, Purdue toppled Nebraska 104-68. Oregon beat Penn State 82-81. Michigan over Washington 91-75, and Michigan State beat Northwestern 78-68. On the ice, the Ducks beat the Hurricanes in overtime 3-2. Golden Knights beat the Wild 4-1. Lightning over the Penguins 5-2, and the Senators beat the Stars 3-2. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Today, J.P. Morgan is hosting the first major healthcare gathering since the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. The J.P. Morgan Healthcare Conference draws approximately 20,000 industry professionals to San Francisco's Union Square. More than 500 companies are represented. Security will be tight this year. Taiwan Semiconductor is now expected to report a 58% jump in profit for the recent quarter because of surging demand for chips used in artificial intelligence. Its customers include Apple and Nvidia. Stock futures are pointing to more selling today on Wall Street. Investors are anticipating updates on inflation Tuesday and Wednesday. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Skies will become mostly cloudy today, and temperatures do not get above 35. Overnight, we'll fall back into the low teens, mid-30s again tomorrow, but the sunshine should return, and gradually we will start to warm up as we get into the weekend. Overnight lows in the teens will be in the mid-30s by Wednesday.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7
Good morning,
and
Cookeville.
1400
We're
The
Jason
Hub.
and Sheila. We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:36 now.
41 will be our high with a little bit of wind today. We've got 31 right now.
Spoiler alert time. On the talk shows, Jimmy Fallon's got Bad Bunny. Whoever that is.
I've heard of him, but I can't tell you
What's
the
it,
songs
him?
he's saying. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some TV premieres. Balin Out Loud. That's Bylen, not like Balin Hay, like Balin, like a name. That's on TLC. Death of Fame is on ID. And then new to streaming, Raw on Acorn TV, season 3 of that. That's all I got for that particular portion. Nothing new today.
Yeah, we're in that kind of slump where they need to make new shows. This is kind of their time off.
This is the perfect time for Netflix to come out with something.
Yes.
Or somebody come out with something.
Somebody. Anybody.
Need it from somebody.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet will host a musical guest on Saturday Night Live coming up on January 25th. It's expected he'll perform 2 of the songs he does as Bob Dylan.
Huh.
So there's that.
Interesting.
The jacket of Olivia Newton-John, the one she wore in Greece, just got sold at auction for $749,645 at a Beverly Hills auction.
That's an expensive jacket.
A portion of the proceeds will go toward researching plant medicines for breast cancer, which took Olivia's life in October of 2022. And she was big into plants and how they can help.
Yeah, I'm
They
trying
did
to
help
stay
her.
healthy. Yeah.
They did help her. Actress Leslie Charlson, who played Monica Quartermain on General Hospital, has died at 79. Monica, boy, she's tough.
Yeah.
You won't mess with Monica Quartermain.
Those Quartermains.
Those Quartermains were the real deal. You did not mess with them on General Hospital.
I'd like to know how they come up with all the names of all their big families, you know.
I don't know. Quartermain sounds like a prestigious name. It may not be. On the movies over the weekend, if you went, Den of Thieves 2 comes in at number 1 with 15.5 million. Mufasa, The Lion King at number 2, 13.2. Sonic the Hedgehog is down to 3. Nosferatu, which is supposed to be a real scary movie.
I don't think I've even seen the trailer for that.
I know it's scary because both my son and my wife want to go. Nobody else wants to go.
But they love the scary movies.
They love it. And it's like, well, why don't y'all go?
Yeah.
The rest of us
don't want to see the scary stuff.
We don't have to be involved in this.
Yeah. But does Donna go, well, I want everybody to come with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Moana 2 comes in at number 5 at 6.5. Wicked made a basically 1 or 2 weekend showing and then was gone.
Then dropped out.
So it didn't do anything like they thought it would.
I think they expected it would stay number 1 for several weeks.
I mean, it did not.
And they put a lot of money into promoting that.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if they lost money, actually.
I'm not sure, but it just, they say it every time, and it's almost always true. Go woke, go broke.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it's been going here lately, and they went woke,
and
then it didn't last. I mean, they had an opportunity to really
make some money.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was just that they tried too hard to be one way.
That's what it is. I think when you try too hard one way or the other,
Yeah,
sometimes people are
exactly.
like, okay, I'm done with all this trying.
Yeah. You have to learn that sometimes being in extreme
isn't worth it.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. They just want to go and be entertained at the movies.
Right. It's like sometimes you say if it's too political on
Yeah.
either side, sometimes I'm
Right.
like, I just want to go and forget about all this.
That's right.
Entertain me.
Yeah.
And don't tell me how to think.
That's why I didn't like it in sports.
Yeah.
Because sports was one of those things you could go and get away from.
Right.
And I think people now are starting to want to get away from it
Mm-hmm.
because it's been so
We've
toxic.
been force fed so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian is advocating for the incarcerated firefighters in California who are paid extremely low wages despite risking their lives to fight fires, which there's a lot of incarcerated firefighters.
Yeah.
They've even done a show about it. As she highlights their critical role in protecting communities and citizens, and they get $1 per hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
These are the ones that are incarcerated.
They're still in jail, but
they're helping out their community.
But they're out there fighting fire for $1 an hour.
So is it their choice that they chose that, or were they just given that choice?
I don't know how any of that works, but it wouldn't be what I would pick if I was.
That's really hard
one
work.
of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I would say, are some helping the California fires? And
yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Is that what she was talking about?
Yeah. As far as I know, that only happens in California.
Yeah, well, that's true. And she's out there,
I think her.
Calabasas, which is in California.
I think didn't her house burn? Or wasn't she one of the ones that houses burned? Anyway, all right. Back to more important things. We know Jennifer Lopez has gotten divorced, right?
Right.
Who else big has gotten divorced lately?
Well, I was thinking of Machine Gun Kelly and our Tennessee girl.
Yeah.
What's her name? Megan Fox.
Okay.
I don't know if they were married or just dating, or
I'm not sure either.
I thought they got married and then she had a baby. And then she's like, I'm going to divorce you again.
Well, okay. So this is some rumors around Jennifer Lopez and who she has been caught dating.
Okay.
Who is also a recent divorcee that we talked about.
All right.
We covered it intensely. Do you have any idea, Sheila?
We covered it. Kevin Costner?
Yes, can you believe it? J-Lo and Kevin Costner.
No, my mouth is to the floor right now.
I couldn't believe it either. They were seen together.
Does he like drama?
They were seen together in Aspen. An insider says at the moment things are still at the very beginning stages. But after they hung out in Aspen, he made sure to send her a huge bouquet of her favorite flowers with a little handwritten note along with a magnum of champagne.
Oh my, Kevin Costner.
I mean, that's the thing, older gentleman there, he's going to show out.
Well, here's the deal. I'm not down in J-Lo for liking Kevin. I've been known to say some nice things about Kevin Costner and his looks.
It's not like J-Lo's a spring chicken.
No. I'm just saying, I think J-Lo's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But she goes through relationships like I don't know what.
Yeah. Hey,
but then again, he's had several, he's been married several times.
Maybe they just hadn't found it. Maybe they're perfect together.
Maybe they understand each other. Yeah. I don't know.
A source adds that J-Lo loves how passionate Kevin is about making movies, and Kevin Costner is in awe of how incredibly fit and eternally young she is.
I bet he is in awe of it.
Yeah, dude. So are the rest of us.
Eternally young.
While Lopez is reportedly excited about the potential, the insider emphasized that she's not rushing into anything. Because, they're both recently divorced. Her more so than him.
Yeah, it's been a while for him. Like maybe 6 months.
But can you believe that?
That one shocked me a bit.
I was like, no way.
They don't seem like they would be a match, is why.
And
it has nothing to do with age. They seem like really different people.
I never get that way about like celebrities and stuff. I'm never like, no way, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Well,
but she's in her 50s though, right?
She is. Yeah.
And then how old's Kevin Costner? Is he 70 yet?
I think early 70s.
He's early 70s.
Or is it 69?
I don't know.
He's right there at
Sheila.
it. No, I meant like he was like late 60s.
It's 6:45. We're Jason and Sheila. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back
69. He's 69.
We'll be right back with the real good.
I just Googled it.
Stay with us.
Smith dribbles to the top of the key and lets it fly, and it's no good. Oh, but wait, he was fouled. They'll have another chance to win. Hey, you know what this reminds me of, Bub?
The game against State last year?
Nope, the bonus scratch instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. They give you 2 chances to win, one on the front of the ticket and one on the back.
Okay, that's random.
Play the bonus scratch instant games today for your chance at up to $500,000. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Hundreds of Upper Cumberland residents need help today as they struggle with disease, sickness, or injury. When you give, 100% of your gift goes to help right here in our community. Learn more at CookevilleRegionalCharity.org.
Maybe you don't think about the Tennessee Department of Correction unless you work here or know someone in our custody. It's not personal until it is. But we think about you. While you are sleeping, our officers are inside, behind the fence, supervising the men and women in our custody. It's not an easy job, but we are committed to making Tennessee a safer place to live and raise our families, because this is our home too, and it is personal to us.
Sponsored by Tennessee Department of Correction.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients said something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
Your Cookeville Gas Department works closely with contractors to make certain no gas line is broken when excavation is done. However, there are times when damage does occur. If you smell gas where construction is being done, please notify the gas department immediately. Better yet, call us before you dig and let us locate the lines for you. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas, energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
If you're struggling to pay the mortgage, Making Home Affordable is a free government resource that can make it easier. Call 888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:49 now.
As far as guests, it will be me and Jason next hour because people didn't want to come because they didn't know about the roads. But
they're mostly fine.
On Tuesday, we'll be back to hopefully having guests.
At least the roads I took in this morning, which was
mine were
a couple of
fine,
back roads, the interstate and Willow, and I didn't have a problem on the whole thing.
People don't want to get out in the cold. Let's be honest.
It's not even that cold. It's not even freezing.
I'm trying to make excuses.
Now, tonight it's supposed to be real cold. It's supposed to be down to in the teens.
Again?
Yeah.
Look, I love in Tennessee we get all 4 seasons. But when we stay in one season too long, I'm always ready for a change.
Well, you got to embrace the cold, Sheila. It's good for stuff.
Like what?
Well, I mean, it,
yeah, see?
It's good for
killing the insects out.
Killing the insects.
Yeah, killing the bad bugs.
Yeah, it's good for stuff like that.
Yeah.
We need it. We do.
Well, you know me, I like the cold better than the heat of summer.
Well,
heat makes me mean.
I don't like either one, but anyway, it's time for the real good. Okay. And it's a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting, and we call it the real good. When the wildfires hit there in Southern California, Dr. Annie Harvelisk, just Dr. Annie, she's a veterinarian who runs 2 animal hospitals in the LA area, was able to take in and care for 41 displaced vets or pets. I knew you were talking about pets earlier.
Yeah, well, not even just pets. Yeah, there was somebody that came and was calling for their dog and had a squeaky toy, and it came running. It was a little tiny dog, looked like a little Pekingese or something. And I was like, oh, I wonder why they couldn't take it with them. And I bet you some of them were so frightened they may have just
ran off or something. Yeah, I don't know. She said, I looked around and said, I have a lot of space here. I can help. Even with ash raining down on her eyes, stinging from the smoke, she stayed resilient. With the help of volunteers, Annie coordinated rescues and cared for pets, including a cat named Pumpkin, a pit bull named Daisy, and a rabbit named Oreo.
That sounds like a good band.
Yeah, what?
Pit bull, a rabbit, and a cat.
I thought you were saying a rabbit named Oreo.
That's a good name for a band, too.
Yeah. She says, I do it because I love animals and want to take care of them. So way to go, Dr. Annie.
Well, not only the animals are thankful, but the folks that lost their pets are just so worried, and she's doing a great thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There's also a group of street vendors in Southern California. They turn to social media to rally support for the community and raise donations for those affected by the wildfires. It all started with a hot dog stand at the Rose Bowl, but quickly snowballed into a massive donation drive thanks to the power of social media. The organizer, Jimmy, he said, through the power of TikTok, all of our TikTok viewers sent us donations through Cash Apps, like Cash App, Venmo, other ways to do that. So we were able to continue to buy ingredients. The effort brought in thousands of donations as well as volunteers eager to help. The Rose Bowl parking lot became a bustling hub with people dropping off clothes, diapers, formula, hot food, water. The donations are being funneled back to the people who have been displaced as well as the first responders. As one of the vendors said, at the end of the day, this is all we have is each other.
Well, I don't know if this was the same one, but they were talking about the Rose Bowl at one point. Halle Berry was online and trying to get people to come and drop off donations for folks in that area. So little Halle Berry was part of that.
Well, been a lot of people affected. I know we've seen a lot about the Hollywood actors and stuff like that, and it sucks for them, but there's still a lot of middle class around there, and you go into a neighborhood and there's the from section.
Yeah.
And there's the to section.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people living in the from section.
Yeah.
And there's trailer parks and all that stuff that's right around there. Cause you got to think, all these rich people live there, but all these rich people need restaurants to go to, services, plumbers, electricians, things like that. And all those people live close.
I can't believe on social media just how mean some of the folks are with saying, you elitist, I'm glad your home is burnt down. And I'm like, who thinks like that?
I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of people I don't like, but I would never wish
this
that.
is people's entire lives. I mean, and some of those folks that you were talking
I wish
about,
for things like I hope they stub their toe.
But some of them have saved their entire lives to have their dream homes, and then now it's gone.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't even know how much insurance would even give back to them on something like this.
It depends because the way the California laws work, and I'm not well versed in it. I'm just hearing things back and forth. Like some of the insurance companies just decided not to insure that because the state of California wasn't doing their part in making sure that fires didn't happen in these neighborhoods. So I'm not, and like I said, I don't know 100%. That's just me going through channels and hearing
Think of
stuff.
how devastating that is then if they really don't have the
terrible.
insurance. Yeah.
Round one of Ask Sheila for this week.
Okay. Here we go.
Question number one, Sheila. Roughly 15% of the workforce has one of these. What is it?
15%. An ice maker.
Roughly 15% of the workforce, like you as someone who works at a place, has one of these. Not, you think 15% of people have their own personal ice maker?
Did you say own personal?
Well, I mean,
I thought it was at workplaces.
No. Roughly 15% of the workforce, worker bees, people like me and you, have one of these. What is it?
Maybe a company cell phone?
A business card.
Oh. Huh.
I figured that'd be more, didn't you?
I did too.
I guess our business cards out because you just exchange phone numbers now and do with your phone.
Well, I think a lot of people around here still have business cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to not getting work done in the office, 16% of workers blame this. What is it? Oh,
talkative coworker?
No, but it's something that you and the others complain about.
Oh, it's too hot or
the temperature in the office. Which I bought myself a heater.
You and the others. Is that how it's something you and the others complain about?
Yeah.
The others, huh?
Well, I mean, that is it.
He's saying the women folk.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Y'all are always too hot.
Too hot.
About 40% of us have worn this to work. What is it?
In my defense, they keep it 72.
Perfect.
We've worn this to work.
About 40% of us have worn this to work. I've never seen you with this.
Pajamas.
No.
Because sometimes they have pajama day.
No, that's not it.
You've never seen?
Full-grown people don't have pajama day at their work, do
Some do, yeah. Some do.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all about having fun at work, but
And this was not a school I was working at. Yeah,
really?
really. Not most businesses, but like a company where nobody sees you.
And I don't mean this to sound bad, but was it all women place you worked at?
No.
Really?
It was some man too.
My goodness. Okay.
My goodness.
All right. Well, that's not the right answer, Sheila.
Okay, what is it?
A price tag on our clothing.
No, I wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah. Donna gets on to me because that's the first thing I do is pop them off.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, leave those on there. You might need to take it back.
That's me because as soon as Tim puts it on, before he even knows if it fits good, he'll start talking, wait,
Yeah.
let's make sure it fits good.
Right.
And he's like, we ain't taking it back.
We ain't taking it back. It fits fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
If he likes it, he's going to wear it whether it's too small or too big.
Right. Well, if it's too small, then you just make it like a little pullover shirt. Just
He's like, we ain't going to mess with taking this back.
No.
No, I will take it back.
Coming up, no guests. That's okay.
But you can still support us.
Just
we try to talk and come up with something.
me and Sheila talking to each other, having a great time. If you like that, a full hour's coming up.
If you like that.
If not, sorry about your luck. We'll be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400. WHUB Cookeville.
Winds may whip up the flames again. I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News has a big worry today and tomorrow in the Los Angeles area with near hurricane-force Santa Ana wind gusts.
This just stirs up all of the other embers because things are still burning. It's still active.
3 wildfires still burn, 2 barely contained, including the Palisades fire that torched Malibu, where Fox's Griff Jenkins is.
Along the iconic Pacific Coast Highway, miles and miles of just charred destruction where homes and businesses once were, nothing but destruction. There are crews working around the clock trying to clear this debris, but it is going to be certainly weeks, if not months, if not years before miles of this iconic landscape and waterfront can even think about rebuilding.
There are more than 12,000 homes and buildings that have burned in the L.A. area. 24 people now confirmed dead. A week before President-elect Trump takes office again, there may be progress trying to stop the war in Gaza with his special envoy part of the talks.
Mediators have reportedly made significant progress overnight toward brokering a Gaza ceasefire and hostage deal between Israel and Hamas. Officials say a proposed deal is on the table, but hurdles remain as each side seeks final approval from their leaders.
Fox's Marianne Rafferty. President Biden talked to Israel's prime minister yesterday on that ceasefire plan. He also spoke to relatives of 3 Americans detained in Afghanistan on a deal being worked out with the Taliban trying to free them in exchange for a terror suspect imprisoned at Guantanamo. Today, we'll hear from the president touting his foreign policy.
The president will be speaking at the State Department. He's expected to talk about his legacy when it comes to efforts to expand NATO, to rally dozens of allies to help Ukraine in its fight against Russia, as well as producing an historic security agreement between the U.S., South Korea, and Japan.
Fox's Jill Nato. This morning, the Biden administration announced new regulations involving computer chips and AI. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Ukraine's president is using 2 North Korean soldiers as bargaining chips. They were captured as they and thousands of other North Koreans helped fight with Russia in the war. Volodymyr Zelensky says he would hand them over to North Korea's leader if Kim Jong-un helps free Ukrainian prisoners held by Russia. There's an oil spill disaster off the coast not far from the war front.
Russia's President Vladimir Putin calls it one of the most serious environmental challenges for years. 2 tankers stricken by a storm in the Kerch Strait between Russia and the occupied Crimean Peninsula. Now an emergency task force has arrived as the Russians attempt to stop the spill of fuel oil. Russia's government estimates over 150,000 tons of contaminated sand and soil have been collected over the past 4 weeks. Oil's been detected some 150 miles away. Ukraine's accusing the Russians of trying to hide the consequences of the spill. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
On Wall Street, falling futures suggest more selling on top of Friday's big sell-off. Drama in the NFL playoffs.
The Commanders and Bucks came down to inches Sunday. Courtesy NBC, probable Rookie of the Year Jaden Daniels leading the 6th-seeded Commanders past the Bucks 23-20 thanks to a field goal off the upright and through on the final play of the game. Earlier in the day, the Bills fell behind 7-0 early but scored 31 unanswered in a 31-7 rout of the Broncos, and the Eagles won ugly 22-10 over the Packers, intercepting Green Bay quarterback Jordan Love 3 times. The wild card round wraps up with the Vikings and Rams playing in Arizona Monday night. I'm Tim McMaster, Fox News.
That game was moved out of Los Angeles, of course, because of the wildfire disaster. One other NFL note, the New England Patriots are hiring Mike Vrabel as their next head coach. He's already in the Patriots Hall of Fame as a player in New England. Vrabel won 3 Super Bowls. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Jackson County Mayor Randy Hetty passed away Sunday following a battle with cancer. Hetty served multiple terms as mayor in Jackson County. He was 61 years old. Funeral services are forthcoming. The Cumberland County Grand Jury has indicted a 26-year-old man on a charge of arson. Brandon Chance Jones accused of setting fire to the Bootleggers Bar and Grill in Crossville in March of last year. The State Highway Patrol responded to a total of 645 crashes statewide during this past weekend's winter storm. A press release said 3 fatalities occurred. In addition, state troopers provided aid to more than 820 stranded drivers. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Hey, it's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
A high today around 40. We've got 32 right now in Cookeville.
As I was talking to people on Saturday,
Yeah.
there's a lot of disappointment in the amount of snow we got.
Yeah, a lot of it.
And I'm not going to lie, I was also disappointed. And as I was watching the radar on Friday, 'cause, we were doing updates,
Yes,
all day on all the radio stations, and I'd call up Brandon Smith. Brandon, is there anything going on? No, we're all good. Call up the sheriff. Sheriff, anything on the roads? No, just a few little accidents, nothing bad. I think the only accident really was out past Silver Point on I-40 westbound. That one was pretty rough, but nothing really was going on. And then I looked at the radar, and so snow. Then it'd get into Baxter.
Yeah, and it started going over.
And then it just made a big hole in the radar, like Putnam County did. Putnam County's like, I'm going to make this hole. It's not going to snow here. And we were under what is called the snow dome.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what causes the snow dome, but I don't like it.
You were wanting even more snow. I
was prepared for more snow.
You were prepared for 8 to 10 inches.
I was prepared.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, at my house, I bet I got like 2.5 inches.
And see, I was fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
But when you expected more.
I was prepared for more.
Yeah. Well.
So.
I don't know what to tell you. Hey, that really was a weird looking radar when it just looked like.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what happened?
Right. Because all around us, snowing like crazy. Even out in Nashville, they got more snow than we did.
Yeah.
We didn't.
And they were expecting us to have more than Nashville.
But we got the snow dome.
Yeah.
And I don't know what causes that. I'm sure it's something in the elevation. It's got to be something with the Cumberland Plateau, some of the mountains. It's got to be that. Or it could be I bought a little too good of a dehumidifier.
You think it was your dehumidifier?
I had my
pushed it on over us.
It was like, ooh, that's a new dehumidifier there. Then it all got sucked into my dehumidifier.
It may have been everybody praying that the roads wouldn't get too bad.
Everybody was at home. Everybody did such a great job of getting home.
They behaved themselves, and then they're like, wow, we got on out.
Right.
Yeah.
People were asking, how are the roads? Well, the roads are fine.
Yeah.
Didn't snow hardly. But I know it was disappointing. It was disappointing for me. It was disappointing for a lot of people. But I saw people getting on to all the weather people about it.
They were mad.
They were mad about it.
Yeah.
I don't get why you'd be mad at them. They didn't know a snow dome was going to come up.
Who would have?
Not me. I was like, I can't believe this. That's a snow dome.
And how does one form?
I don't know. We should have gotten Anthony Taylor on this morning.
We should have. Anthony, why did we have a snow dome?
Find out why we had a snow dome, but we sure did.
He explains it so well.
Yeah, but it grew pretty big, went all the way up into Kentucky there for a second, and then it finally petered out. We started getting some snow again, and it covered the roads there for a little bit. But the roads departments did such a great job with everything. I mean, it was mostly melted, and you could drive easily on it.
Saturday melted a lot, and then Sunday.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, there's still snow on the ground at my house, way more than it's in Cookeville, but not
Well, see, mine,
ridiculous.
The only snow is where my wooden fence had a shade. It's so funny because my dog was loving going out in it. She would be kicking it and eating the snowballs that she kicked, and then she went back out after some of it had melted, and she looked surprised, like, what I do? This is not fun anymore.
Yeah.
It's like she got used to the snow and liking it.
I wanted to build a snowman so I could take a picture of it and send it to the grandkids. Not enough snow to make a snowman.
I saw a lot of people making snowmen, though.
Right, not in my house.
Well, it was all in the Cookeville area.
Right, but I didn't have enough snow at my house.
Do you think you got less than Cookeville?
I'm sure of it.
Huh.
I am sure of it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Because he's close to the Monterey.
That's what I'm thinking. I think the snow dome started at my house.
Because of that humidifier.
I think I had something to do with the snow dome. Because if you look at the radar, right where the snow would stop.
Jason's house.
It's right at my house. So that's what else changed.
You got that last week, that dehumidifier.
Right.
That new one.
What else changed, Sheila? Nothing.
It's such a great humid. You're going to have to give me that Amazon link.
I'm giving it 5 stars today.
Yeah.
How good is it? Stopped it from snowing.
I wish you would put that in your review. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Like you're going to sit down and review anything. Tell Donna.
She won't either. She'll think that's stupid.
That's silly.
It's like, you didn't cause that, Jason.
I would love to see it written down in a review.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, maybe I can. I don't have to tell her. I've got my own Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today is Make Your Dreams Come True Day. You only have 24 hours to do it, Sheila.
Make my dreams come true.
Yeah.
To be rich.
I don't think you're going to get it done today.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, it takes...
my bubble? I was telling you it might be the dehumidifier.
Oh, well, then you might get rich today, Sheila.
Thank you.
It could happen. I hope it does.
No help from you.
I hope it does. National Clean Off Your Desk Day. I think people should do that at least once a week.
Yeah.
Because some of y'all have some junky looking desks.
Junky. Haven't been touched in ages.
Like, I'm disorganized, but I don't know how y'all find stuff.
Are you saying y'all?
No. I'm talking about people with junky desks. Yours isn't really junky.
I can't stand that.
You keep yours pretty clean. National Peach Melba Day, which I'm guessing is just that
I've heard of Melba toast,
but with peaches on it.
Do you put like peach jam on top of the Melba toast?
You got me. I don't know.
I'm into peaches. I love a good peach.
Today is National Rubber Ducky Day as well.
Didn't we have that a couple of weeks ago?
I don't remember having it because every time I hear rubber ducky, I'm like, rubber ducky.
Right. It seemed like I was singing it a couple of weeks ago. Maybe I just sung it and there wasn't any reason.
Probably.
That's probably what happened, Sheila.
There's the big rubber ducky markets in Jeeps right now.
Yeah.
Every time I didn't know what that was at first, and
I had to explain it to you.
Yeah, I was like,
and then
why?
now Arby's has started selling rubber duckies.
Yeah,
you don't even have to have a Jeep. I got a couple of those Arby's ones.
Now, was it around here, or is it something that happens? And I haven't been paying attention to the rubber ducky races.
I've heard of. There's some here. There was some in East Tennessee.
I forgot where it was.
They numbered the rubber duckies, and then whoever comes through the finish line first wins prizes.
Yeah, it's like they put them down the river somewhere.
I'd like to do that here.
I think it'd be fun.
But imagine gathering all those up.
Oh yeah, that'd be maybe you can put a net across the river or something.
Yeah,
to catch them.
I mean, it'd be hard to see which one come in first.
Yeah. I don't know, but
you got to record it.
It was fun. I went and watched it, and it was a good time. And I had a couple of ducks in the race. I did not win.
But it's fun, isn't it?
I'm not even sure where my ducks placed. They could have gone off into a little stream somewhere. And
I bet yours did.
They'd be living their best life right now.
Yours would be not following the rules.
Something happened to them.
Just starting its own pathway.
Today is also Public Radio Broadcast Day. Now that doesn't mean like us. That means like National Public Radio, NPR.
Yeah.
And now Mozart in B minor.
That sounded pretty good, Jason.
It's time for the jazz hour.
Is that how all of them talk? They're just like,
yeah.
And now,
underwritten by the Jazz Cafe,
a podcast with Sheila Scruggs.
Yeah, they're always very like this.
Oh, radio you could sleep to.
So, although I will say they have some game shows on the weekends that are very entertaining. Just radio game shows. I forgot the names of them, but very entertaining.
See?
And I listened to them like twice. Then I forgot.
You're like, I forgot what time.
But I do remember they were pretty entertaining at the time when I listened to them because someone said, oh, you should listen to that. Because I was kind of giving public radio a hard time. And then they're like,
why were you giving it a hard time?
Because it's boring. It is, Sheila. You know it is.
It depends on what you're listening to and what you want.
Pretty boring. It's 7:16 now. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Drive into 2025 with some ridiculous savings from Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. We need to sell off our remaining 2024 inventory, and we are doing everything we can to make it happen. Get up to $9,500 off 2024 F-150s, up to $11,000 off 2024 Expeditions, and even up to $15,000 off 2024 Lincoln Navigators. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnCookeville.com.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ, wanting to wish you and your loved ones a very happy New Year. We want to invite you to join us for a special new Bible study through the Gospel of Matthew as we read and discuss the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. Please be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Now, if you're selling your home, I only recommend one real estate agent right here in town. I'm talking about Heather Skender Newton with Skender Newton Realty. In fact, you can get an instant cash offer on your home. Just go online, heathersellshouses.com.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:20 now.
Coming up tomorrow, we'll talk to Hannah Davis from Vertical Coffee and also Lauren Metz Greening. She is the building owner, and they have won, for revitalizing the downtown area. They won an award from Cityscape, so we'll talk to them.
I know that was a big thing to take a bite of, those buildings.
They made it really look great. I mean, even where Gene's Pizza is beside Vertical.
It's cool looking.
Yeah.
I like it in there.
It's great.
There's a new survey out about underwear, Sheila.
Okay.
2,000 Americans. This was done by the Hanes Underwear Company. And some interesting things here. The average American maintains just 4 good pairs of underwear. I'm over the average on that.
Too.
Women typically have 3 good bras. That's it.
That's about right.
Why not more?
Well, I've got more bras than that. I've got 3 that I prefer.
I got you. Why not just go get 3 more of that brand?
Because some of them are very expensive. But I am going to get more of that brand that I like.
On average, people keep their underwear for 3 years. 10% use it for 6 years or more. I am in that 10%. I've got some from way back in the day that are still hanging out. They're still with me, and they still get used.
I couldn't even tell you how old. I mean, I think I change them up pretty good.
Well, if I don't get them for Christmas, I don't get them. And Donna got me some this year that are called Free Range.
Where's that from? Duluth?
Yeah.
Duluth?
Yeah.
Free Range.
Yeah. I like them a lot.
Let your chickens free.
I like them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Bras have an average lifespan of 4 years.
I don't think so.
8% of women report wearing bras that have survived a decade or more.
I've never had, because usually something starts poking at me and it's done.
Yeah, I mean, because you're basically wearing a system of pulleys and.
It's true.
I mean,
and I feel like if that system breaks, why try to tack it back up? Because it's never going to be the same again.
To me, it's the same engineering that went into the Golden Gate Bridge. I mean, it's some.
Yeah.
It's some stuff.
That's some strong stuff.
And they keep coming out with more. I was watching TV this weekend, and there's a bra for every size. It seems like.
Well, there needs to be one for every size.
Yeah. Now, have you gone and gotten sized like by a professional?
I have long time ago. I was right.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you? What does that mean?
I'm just making sure.
Most women don't have the proper size bra, though.
That's what I know. That's why I ask. I'm well versed. I'm a Renaissance man.
Are you?
Yeah. 60% of Gen Z and 57% of millennials carry around an in case of emergency underwear.
Well, see, I'm not in Gen Z.
Well, now, but why? Like, what made them start thinking, you know what?
I might need to carry some extra underwear.
I mean, are they messing themselves? Why are they carrying around extra underwear for?
I couldn't even answer that because I'm ex.
Me too.
I don't know.
Huh. That's interesting to me.
Maybe they don't have as much faith in themselves.
I don't know.
Now that I'm getting older, I could see taking an extra pair.
Well, as a man that's getting up in his 50s, you know, you're never done using the bathroom. You think you are. Your body says you are. And then you're not.
What was that?
And then you're not.
That's great.
So maybe we should think about doing that,
Yeah.
Sheila. Sarah Batista of Providence, Rhode Island, got a phone call last Monday from a bus company that takes her autistic 3-year-old child to and from school every day. The caller said they were at her door and her with her child, but nobody was at home. Batista looked out the door. There was no one there. She gave directions to the driver, and when the bus finally showed up and the bus monitor got off to deliver the child, it was not her child.
Oh, goodness.
She said, "That's not mine." The monitor went back into the bus and came out with the same kid, but a different backpack. Sarah said, again, "That ain't my kid." Finally, her son came off the bus with no jacket, no backpack. In a statement, the school district apologized and said that both the bus driver and the monitor were substitutes. And I guess those two kids were too.
The substitute kids.
They just keep some spare kids on there.
Is this one yours? You want this
No.
one?
This one? No? I'll bet it's that one in the back. How about this one?
It's not even wanting to get off the bus.
Yeah, that's him.
Didn't even have a jacket on. Yeah, that one's mine.
Think how crazy that'd be as a mom, though.
I would be scared that my kid wasn't on there at all.
Me too.
Yeah, that's scary.
Absolutely.
What's funny is that kind of happened to my mama when my sister was born.
Really, what happened?
Well, she asked for the nurse to bring in her baby. She was ready to, spend some time with the baby and nurse the baby. And they brought a baby in and she goes, "This is a boy. This is not my baby. I had a girl."
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "So I could have had a brother?"
Huh. When Caleb was born, he was such a pretty baby, they thought he was a girl. And they put him in with the girls at the, you look at him through the window and it says, a baby girl grider on it. And I was like, no.
That's crazy to me.
That's not right.
So they just look at the face and see if it's a baby girl or boy?
I don't know.
Well, how wrong is that? All
And
babies are cute.
So I pecked on the window and pointed and I said, "That's not right. That's baby boy grider right there." And then they looked and they were like, "Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Sure is."
That is crazy.
Yeah.
What happens at these hospitals?
I don't know, but I'm glad I caught it.
Yeah.
Don't know what I would have done with two girls.
Whew, that'd have been rough, wouldn't it?
One's enough.
Yeah.
One teenage girl is all a man should have to be able to handle.
And then my daddy dealt with 2.
Right. Well, it sounds like Heather was pretty good. Your sister.
Heather was not. She was wilder than me.
Now, the stories you tell, it sounds like she's the one that.
I was the good child.
Well, I think in your mind you were.
It's not in my mind. I was.
Well,
I didn't take Mama and Daddy's car and ride around when I was 12. Wish I would have, though.
Why didn't you? You afraid you'd get in trouble?
Yes. I was afraid I'd get kicked out of the house. And my sister goes, psst.
But Heather knew better.
She's like, you stupid.
She already knew she was.
We ain't going to get kicked out of the house.
She's the favorite already.
That is not true.
By the time you were 12, I bet she was.
No. You're just trying to get me stirred up. She is now, though. She has grandbabies.
That'll do it every time.
Every time.
I mean,
It might be the favorite now. She might.
Don't get me wrong. I love my son Caleb like it's nobody's business.
But he hadn't had grandbabies.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He might one of these days. He might get married. He's single, ladies.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
He kind of favors me, but he's 6'5". Wow. Got a good job.
Taller than you.
Got a good job.
Yeah, he does.
Got a beard. Can grow a beard.
He can grow a beard.
He can grow a beard, but I can't.
And he's your son, can grow a beard.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah. He got that from his mama.
His mama's side of the family.
Yeah, that from his mama's side.
That from his mama.
He can grow a beard. Got that from his mama. She works in the circus.
Don't be saying that. Oh, goodness.
Who knows what's coming up next? Stick with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Cumberland County Grand Jury has indicted a 26-year-old man on a charge of arson. Brandon Chance Jones accused of setting fire to the Bootleggers Bar and Grill in Crossville in March of last year. DeKalb County and state authorities are investigating after a body was discovered off of Manhill Road in Dowelltown Saturday. WJLE Smithville reporting the body has been sent to Nashville for identification. No other details released from Sheriff Patrick Ray in DeKalb County. Monterey aldermen have voted to begin taking applications for a building inspector, the move coming as the town has struggled to secure a person to fill that position for the past 2 years. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. In the NFL yesterday, the Philadelphia Eagles topped the Green Bay Packers 22-10 to move on to the divisional round. The Bills raced past the Broncos 31-7. For the first time since 2006, the Washington Commanders won a playoff game, beating Tampa Bay 23-20 on a walk-off field goal. Just one wild card game remains, with the Vikings playing the Rams tonight. The Pittsburgh women's basketball team tied an NCAA record yesterday after they came back to win after being down by 32 points to SMU. Pitt trailed 46-14 late in the first half and trailed by 31 at halftime. They ultimately won 72-59, holding SMU to just 13 second-half points. In men's college basketball, Purdue toppled Nebraska 104-68. Oregon beat Penn State 82-81. Michigan over Washington 91-75, and Michigan State beat Northwestern 78-68. On the ice, the Ducks beat the Hurricanes in overtime 3-2. Golden Knights beat the Wild 4-1. Lightning over the Penguins 5-2, and the Senators beat the Stars 3-2. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
An East Nashville project gets federal support to make roads more safer for pedestrians. The U.S. Department of Transportation giving the East Nashville spokesman a more than $9 million grant. That money focuses on constructing bike lanes, shortening crosswalks, and other improvements to address mobility barriers in the area. The project has been underway since spring 2023. Besides protecting residents, the goal is to connect downtown Nashville with the East Bank development on the riverfront. Work is scheduled to begin later this year. An addiction recovery home suing Memphis and Shelby County. A Vision for You recovery accusing leaders of violating federal housing and disability laws after it was supposed to move its residents into a Cooper Young property this past summer. Operators of the group say a citation from the city over a zoning issue halted their plan. The group is trying to secure a jury trial in the case. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Cynthia and Ed.
My mother was always very active and independent, and she was familiar with her neighborhood. But one day, out of the blue, she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn or just stay at the stop sign. She wasn't even really sure where she was at. She was very concerned. It was very unsettling for her.
It's important for you to talk to someone about it, to bring the family in on it. I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
An illegal weapon off the streets of Middle Tennessee after it was recovered during a traffic stop. Mount Juliet police say they pulled over a vehicle for improperly displaying its license plate last week. During the encounter, officers say they found a 25-year-old Clarksville man armed with a handgun. Authorities later discovered that weapon was reported out of Nashville roughly 7 years ago. The same police department discovered another handgun reported out of the Music City during a traffic stop Wednesday. A Hamilton County inmate dies in custody on Friday, according to the Sheriff's Office. The inmate, identified as Floyd Zachary, was found unconscious that morning after experiencing a medical-related incident. While corrections deputies and medical personnel administered aid while waiting for the ambulance, Zachary later died at the local hospital. He was held in the jail for theft, criminal trespassing, public intoxication, and drug paraphernalia possession charges. An investigation into his death is underway. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Skies will become mostly cloudy today, and temperatures do not get above 35. Overnight, we'll fall back into the low teens, mid-30s again tomorrow, but the sunshine should return. And gradually we will start to warm up as we get into the weekend. Overnight lows in the teens will be in the mid-30s by Wednesday.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On
Good morning,
107.7 and
Cookeville. We're
1400,
Jason and
The
Sheila.
Hub.
We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:36 now. Appreciate y'all tuning in, whether it's on the radio or through Facebook, YouTube, the Hub Plus app on Roku, or Channel 192 on Spectrum or Twin Lakes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, most definitely. And then a high today around 40 for us. Could be a little breezy, and we've got 32 at the moment.
We've been telling you about things that have been shown off at the Consumer Electronics Show. Some of them have been really cool. And some of them are creepy. You know, AI is cool and creepy at the same time.
That's right. I mean,
It's kind of like your uncle that drinks too much
he's cool and
creepy at the same time. So they had some different types of robots there. I'm sure you've seen some on the internet by now.
Right.
Some of them were for purposes we won't speak of here on this radio program. Some of them were robots that were emotional support robots. So there's one gadget named Romy, I guess like Romy and Michelle, like their high school reunion. It's an emotional support robot. Romy is small enough to fit in the palm of your hand and uses clever conversations to help users combat loneliness, anxiety, and depression. The conversation is powered by high-end AI algorithms, which allows Romy to engage in real-time interactions that feel personal and comforting.
But they're not real.
No,
but it feels real.
But it feels real, and
you feel like you've got a
she
friend.
can fit in your pocket,
Hmm.
or the palm of your hand. She can fit in the palm of your hand. Like, I don't know, is she like an action figure, or she's like a little doll?
I was imagining just a little tiny Alexa.
Like an orb.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Well, that's not a
With little
robot.
speaker on it.
Right. When I think of a robot, though, I imagine it can get up and do things.
Well, it might be a person made
It's
to
not a robot unless it moves.
You think?
I'm sure.
Well, it needs to be big enough to give me a hug. Sometimes I might need a hug.
Now, some of those robots at the Consumer Electronics
We
Show,
won't be talking about them.
they could give you a hug, all right.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want anything else to happen.
No. But they could
I
definitely.
don't want my robots taking advantage of me.
Sheila, they are full-sized.
Full-size robot?
You get a full-size robot that gives you really, really, really good hugs there.
Mm-mm. That sounds a little creepy.
Yeah.
What if they malfunction and then won't let me go? That would be weird. I'd be trapped within my robot.
You know, that's what I thought too. And then what if you had to go to the doctor with that?
Oh, it'd be embarrassing. Well, what happened, Miss
Or
Scruggs?
even worse, you had a guy call the fire department.
That'd be great.
No, you might be in some compromised position with your robot.
No, just because it was hugging me, I didn't let it do anything else. You think I couldn't stop it?
I don't know. It depends.
Oh my goodness, that robot.
It depends on what Skynet
Scruggs,
says.
what happened? I just wanted to ask the robot for a hug.
What if you're with your dirty robot and that's when Skynet takes over?
I wouldn't have a dirty robot.
I was just saying for people out there who didn't say you, Sheila.
You kind of were alluding to that.
I was looking at you because you're the only other person in here.
But I know how you get. You can try to bring up things and then you get me talking and then all of a sudden it's my robot. I'm right in the middle of compromising position, not even trying to be.
Yeah.
Right. That's how you do. You got me to say that I was arrested at Graceland and I wasn't.
I said, but also said, imagine that. You know, so obviously
I got to watch out for you.
it's for fake.
You're the real robot.
But you're in a bad position there and you've had to call the fire department to come get you. That'd be terrible.
The fire department?
Yeah, because
That wouldn't be terrible.
Well, they show up for everything.
Right.
Sheila, yes, it would. Would you want to be caught in a compromised position by the fire department?
Maybe. It's the fire department.
Anyway, you can Google this.
You know what? They're never going to come on our show again, are they?
You can Google this Romy or not, but I'm guessing since it's a robot, it moves.
I'm not big on them moving. I'd rather them just talk to me.
Well, then you want a device. You don't want a robot.
I've got the Alexa devices.
Yeah.
Sometimes she talks when I don't even ask her.
Let me tell you, Alexa talked me into tipping my driver the other day. They dropped off a package.
Yeah.
Because I guess you can thank your driver, and it gives, and then
She talked you into it.
yeah,
What did she say? Would you like to tip your driver?
yeah. I was like, well,
It's snowing.
yeah,
It's a winter storm. Go ahead, Alexa.
yeah. That's what it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, tip that guy.
Hmm.
He did good.
Are you sure the money went to him?
I don't know.
See? I may have just Alexa probably just pocketed it.
I really just wanted Alexa off my back
I see.
because she can be a nag.
That annoying Alexa.
She can be. You know,
Yeah,
she'll be over there lit up, kind of circling around, and you might.
Yeah, like, what's my notification?
Yeah, and then it takes her forever to tell you.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's something that you bought 2 years ago, and all of a sudden Alexa's like, hey, you might need some more of that.
Do you want to leave a review?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't. Are you sure?
Right.
Yes, I'm sure, Alexa. Oh.
Shut up, Alexa.
You know it's better when you leave a review.
Yeah.
And I'm like, golly.
So sometimes Alexa nags me. That's why I don't even have Siri turned on my phone.
Yeah.
Your Siri bugs me.
I don't use it a lot.
It still bugs
Then
me.
what do you say? Sheila, look it up.
Yeah, like a normal human with your thumbs.
Like a normal human with your thumbs.
Yeah.
Do you know how foolish you sound?
Not Siri. And you can ask Siri a plain question, and Siri will be like, here's some things I found on the internet. And you're like, Siri, crap, I could have done that on my own.
Yeah, because she doesn't really answer you. She goes, here, you need to read 4 or 5 articles.
Right. And you'd think with AI getting so much better, Siri'd be better.
I don't think she's improved at all. As a matter of fact,
neither.
I think she's gotten worse.
I think Siri's gotten just where she doesn't even care anymore.
She likes arguing with you.
I don't think she cares anymore. I think here's some articles on the internet and she's done with you.
And this has happened to me before. I've told her to call somebody for me.
You told her?
I told her. I told her. And she goes, hey, is it this person? No, I didn't even say that person. I said another person. And then she's like, calling so-and-so. And I'm like, no,
Yeah,
stop,
you can't trust
stop.
Siri. Siri's not trustworthy. I'm sorry. Siri's useless.
Mm-hmm.
At least Alexa, like there have been times that I have needed to order something.
And Alexa's better than Siri?
She was right.
I'm surprised that Siri hasn't come on.
Well, because Alexa was like, hey, you're about done with your vitamins.
You like her reminding you.
You need to order some more. And I was like, well, let me check my vitamins. She might be right. Sure enough.
That Alexa's right.
I've got about 2 weeks left.
And you're like, way to go, Alexa.
And I said, order them up, Alexa.
That's what keeps her your favorite.
Yeah.
Because she does tell you when you're running out of
She at least tries.
It's Siri. It's willy-nilly with
Right.
Siri. Yeah.
Right. Siri's a nag that
But how do you know you haven't got her turned on?
I don't have to. I got too many other people who rely on Siri, and it's awful to watch. It's awful.
So I did not know you felt this way about me.
Frustrating. It's like watching I Love Lucy right before Lucy gets into trouble because you know she's about to. Siri's the same thing. Frustrating.
So you've watched me with Siri.
It's frustrating.
I didn't know you felt that way.
Yeah, people who use Siri
Well, then quit telling me to look stuff up then.
well, maybe just start using it like a normal person instead of asking Siri to do it when you know
That's
Siri's
the
not
normal way to do it now.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Nobody
You're
uses
the abnormal one.
Nobody uses Siri consistently like
Yes, they do. You're the only one that doesn't.
I don't trust it. Coming up, more of the same.
We're sorry, but only 15 more minutes to go.
Yeah, Brian Kilmeade's coming up at the top of the hour. She only got 15 more minutes left with us. Hang on.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We're not your typical pawn shop. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars, perfect for any enthusiast. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Healthcare.gov has plans for health because you have plans for life. All plans cover doctor visits and emergency care to keep you and your family running strong. All plans cover hospital stays and prescriptions so you can have peace of mind. Visit healthcare.gov to explore health plans from the brands you know. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Final deadline to enroll is January 15th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Looking for incredible deals and unique finds? Discover the Habitat Restore off South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. From furniture and home decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need to spruce up your space, all at unbeatable prices. Plus, every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity, helping families build their dream homes right here in our community. So why wait? Visit Habitat Restore today and uncover treasures while making a difference. South Jefferson Avenue, right here in Cookeville.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville.
Donald J. Trump is officially the next president of the United States of America. While millions of Americans are rejoicing in the victory, thousands of others are still concerned about their savings. The unfortunate truth is, we still have $35 trillion in debt. The interest on that debt is now larger than our entire defense budget for the first time in history. Plus, the wars that started under Biden are still raging across the globe. So, what can you do to help protect your savings? Many Americans are already taking action by reaching out to the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. Right now, Goldco is offering a free gold and silver kit to show you how precious metals like gold and silver could help you diversify your savings before it's too late. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD to get your copy free of charge. Plus, you could receive up to a 10% match on bonus silver for qualified accounts. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD. That's HannityGold.com. Paid for by Goldco.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:49 now.
Thank you so much for joining us today. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Hub Plus. That's on our Roku app. And, of course, we're streaming on Facebook now as well.
Yeah. Hey, tomorrow evening, starting at 5, I think is when it is, you've got the Cookeville Lifestyle Show at 5.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
I mean, it lets you in on behind the scenes of how the magazine is made.
Yeah.
Each quarter.
And then at 5:30, it'll be the Randy Porter Show. And then at 6, we've got some high school basketball tomorrow night. So that's what's on Hub Plus. You can watch the full lineup of Hub Plus when you download the Hub Plus app. We've also added On Demand.
Yes, I like
as well. So now you can go back and watch Good Morning Cookeville. Like if you missed this stellar show this morning,
you're going to want to see it again.
oh my gosh, you're going to see it again and again. It's better than Cats.
Or you can skip over it and go to the one, like one of the first or something.
Yeah.
Or watch Cookeville Lifestyle magazine.
Or the Randy Porter Show. Even First Baptist Church. If you missed church, you can go back and watch that on demand. So we're adding more things to the Hub Plus app. Again, if there's things you want to see, let us know. We'll do our best to figure that out. Because we want to make it for the community. That's what it's there for. And so that's what we're trying to do with it, is have as much community involvement as we possibly can on the Hub Plus app. Tell your friends we need to get this going. Help get us going.
Yes, because the more people you tell, the more programming we can have for you. And
that's right.
Got some. We want to thank our sponsors that are on board early for us too. Thank you so much.
Sheila, do you have a comfort TV show that you go back to, like
Little House on the Prairie?
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah,
that reminds me of growing up watching it with my mom and daddy. Then they did reruns right after school, and I would watch that right after school. It's just my show.
Mine moves from time to time. There's some, there's some like that are always great to watch. But
Designing Women's one for me too, just because I know it's gonna make me laugh, and I like all those ladies.
Moonshiners has turned into a show. Like I'll watch, even if I've seen it before, I'll watch it over again.
Well, you talk about interesting characters, and it's a lot of Southern history in it.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to think; you just listen to the old boys talk about moonshining.
Yeah, it's fun.
yeah.
And then also like some of the older shows like you were talking about that. Especially from the 80s and 90s and movies too. Like I watched War Games. Remember that?
Yeah.
Would you like to play a game?
Boy, That was like one of the best back then.
Yeah.
But now it seems so dated, doesn't it?
It's still good. It still holds up, I think. I like watching the old movies because in the old movies, they would have been 15 to 30 minutes long if there'd have been cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
There'd have been cell phones, they could have cured the whole movie, but they didn't.
Yeah, because you have to do it the old school way.
That's right. And
there's no Google.
Yeah. And they don't cuss as much, and they can smoke inside. It's just like, man.
You're like, oh, old times.
Look there. That's America right there. That's what America used to look like right there.
When you could still smoke in restaurants?
The good old days.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't smoke. I wouldn't want to smoke in restaurants now, but, it seemed like life was a little bit better then when you could.
Really? Is that what you thought? That's what made it better?
I don't know. I mean, a few things have changed since then. That's one of them.
And you forget just how much has changed since the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go back and watch the movies, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
I lived through this.
And then you think, there's no way this movie could be made now.
Yeah, you do get to thinking about that. That's why I think Karate Kid, whatever, the show, Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's so popular, because it reminds you of growing up in the 80s.
Oh, sure.
And
Stranger Things the same way.
Yeah, that's why I love it. The nostalgia of it is why I love that show too.
Some of the responses online when people are talking about your comfort show, the Golden Girls, and they actually had a psychiatrist look at some of these shows and what they do for you. And they said the Golden Girls helps with anxiety.
Well, it makes you laugh, and they're all friends. Even though they may not all get along 100%, they are still there for each other, and I think that makes us feel better.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like that part.
I've never thought, man, this Golden Girls is really calming me down.
Well, I think laughter does. Like when I have anxiety, sometimes I'll search for like a funny show too.
Yeah.
And laughing does relieve anxiety. When you're laughing, you can't worry about something.
That's right. But I agree with you about Designing Women. That's just a heck of a show.
Yes.
And the old night courts are great too. Not so much the new night courts.
It's been okay, but it's not as good as all the other casts, the original casts.
And then you said, Tim, I watched it too, the new Tim Allen show, Shifting Gears. It's your normal Tim Allen show.
It's the same kind of plot.
Where he's Tim Allen and everybody around him irritates him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I like, because I feel the same about much of the same things that Tim Allen
my Siri
feels.
irritates Jason.
Maybe if your Siri was more like Tim Allen, it wouldn't.
Hey, I would like that myself.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not against that. I like Tim Allen.
But, Tim the Toolman Taylor, watching some of those from back in the day. That
was a
good
great
too.
show.
Yeah. Some of the others that got brought up were 30 Rock, because there's so many jokes in that. It's just good fun, and it is a good show. A show I've never seen, but they say that it lowers your heart rate and you feel calm watching it, is Columbo.
You've never seen an episode of Columbo?
Not even once. I
remember my parents watching it growing up. It didn't lower my blood pressure because as a kid I thought, why are we watching this?
Right.
But he did. Wasn't he
He's the one with the eye, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Columbo.
Yeah. Is he the one that says here? No. That's Kojak that says, here's looking at you, kid.
And the one with the bird was Beretta, right?
I believe so.
I'm getting on. I can't believe I remember all this from when I was like 5.
Yeah.
Yes, I was that young when that happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Columbo, it relieves anxiety.
It's supposed to slow your heart rate and keep you calm because it moves so slow, it says.
Huh. It might get on our nerves now.
I imagine it would.
I wonder if we can search those on YouTube. There's probably old
I bet there
episodes of
it.
I might try that and see what it does for me.
On your Roku, you can just press the microphone and talk into it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, then why don't you do that?
Because I was thinking on some of these streaming ones, they don't have the old shows. I usually have to go to YouTube for that.
It'll still tell you.
It'll tell me if it's on YouTube because I got the YouTube channel on.
It'll tell you.
All right, then.
Yeah. A microphone.
But see, using Siri gets on your nerves, but yet you want me to use the microphone to search for things.
Well, that's two different things.
It's the same thing.
No, Roku does not have Siri. That's a completely other.
It's still searching for it like Siri does.
They don't even name it.
Right. You can name it your own thing.
Right. You just push the microphone.
But it's the same concept, Jason.
No, it's not. It's not the same thing. That's like, say, Siri and Alexa the same thing.
It's basically the same thing, but they have different things they do.
Sure, like we are a morning show.
And
does that mean all morning shows are the same?
No, we're different.
Well, there you go,
Obviously.
Sheila. Obviously. Golly, we always have to draw the attention toward you and then take it away for you to see the big picture.
What in the world?
Always. Always gotta be about Sheila.
No, it's usually about Jason.
No. People ask all the time when I get to talk on this show.
No, they don't. They're asking me,
they?
Why don't you get to talk? You don't talk as much.
See, there you just interrupted me again.
Oh, my goodness. Go ahead.
All right, well, it's 7:58 now, so we're going to go ahead and start getting ready to leave the Willow Window Studio for the day.
I think it's time.
Me too. You ain't
Oh, my
suiting me
goodness.
today.
I'm not suiting you today.
You're like a real-life Siri.
All right, you're like a real-life Roku microphone.
Sweet. That's awesome.
That was not supposed to be a compliment.
Yeah. Roku will find it for you. Not just here's some suggestions.
No.
Siri, I don't know. Here's some suggestions.
You wouldn't know because you don't have her on your phone. You canceled her out.
Yeah, she sucks.
Well, tomorrow we will have guests. It's Hannah Davis from Vertical and Lauren Metz Greening. She's the building owner of that area.
Vertical coffee.
What'd I say?
You just said vertical. I just want to be sure everybody
Vertical
understood it was a coffee shop.
Thank you, Roku Jason.
If they didn't know already. I just pointed out, Sheila. I just want to be sure everybody knew.
They're our guests. We got to go.
All right, y'all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400 WHUB.